Good afternoon. First off, I would like to thank you and the Guardian for taking time to come over and allow us to make a presentation on behalf of the City of Primera. My name is Dave Kusch. I'm the current mayor for the city. We have a number of new things going on within the city. We have over 400 new housing developments being built. We've issued permits for. We've ended up with the Dollar Tree Plaza, which you can see for yourself. And in addition to the Dollar Tree, they are going to turn around and, trying to think which stores. There's another store that wants to go. Oh, a Subway is also going in there. And there are a couple other people that have expressed interest in that particular area. In addition to that, Dollar General is in the midst of construction here down on Primera Road. They've already got the frame and the siding of the buildings up. We turn around, we try and provide an environment for our citizens that is friendly and provides them the quality of life that they would like to have. Some of the things we do, we have police night out, we have a Halloween trick-or-treat event coming up, and December we are going to do a Winterfest, in which we will actually build an ice rink and surround it with hay bales. We did it last year and it was such a success, we've decided to do it again this year. We have a number of people, we have another new development. We've met with those people that want to put across from Dollar Tree. I don't know how many acres their total acreage is, but 4 acres will be for commercial. The rest behind that, they want to build another 75 homes. So the city of Primera has actually grown over 30% from the last census. Now, as with most censuses that were taken, there were a lot of people that, for whatever reason, were reluctant to sign up. So on our estimate, we think the city grew almost 40%, okay? We've done a Veterans Memorial, which you're welcome to take pictures of when you're on your way out. Under my tutelage, we've turned around, we've redone all of Stewart Place Road from Wilson to 107. Working with TxDOT when I was the mayor and we started the project, we put a sidewalk in for citizen safety from Wilson Road all the way to City Hall, and you can continue on. We also put in a hike and bike trail for the health and well-being of our citizens. In addition to that, we upgraded our park to make it usable for people with disabilities. We've redone our community center. We are currently offering the community center. We're providing meals for people over 60 years of age in conjunction with a grant company got. So we're trying to do a lot of things for our citizens and the people within our community. I could continue on with a number of other things that we're doing.
Let me ask then, before you go into more depth on the projects, tell us a little bit about Primera, how many years it's been incorporated and what's its population, etc.
Well, the name Primera is the story I'm told. It comes from the fact that when commercial railroad traffic went from Brownsville north, this was their first stop. So the city got its name from that. The actual date of incorporation, I'm not sure.
Does that mean you predate Harlingen?
No, Harlingen was there, but
just didn't have a railroad.
Well, if you look at the tracks for commercial, it came up through here and went north. So, I mean, that's the story I've been told. Okay, like anything, how true it is, I can't really say, but that's the history. We currently estimate that our population is between 5,000 and 7,000. With the new developments going on, that population is going to grow. And one of the challenges for me as mayor is to make sure that we have the infrastructure, the staffing, the equipment to support our population growth. One thing we've already done is water's a big commodity. So we've signed and have acquired another 350 acre feet of water for our citizens. In addition to that, one of the things everybody's touting about lowering their property tax rates, we went from, you'll excuse me, I wrote it down here. We went from, what was it, 6.6% or 6.7 cents per hundred to 5.65 cents per hundred. So we dropped it almost 10 cents. Is my math right?
And I'm assuming you're a sort of a commuter town. A lot of people would live here and work in Harlingen.
Well, yes. I'd like to say that Primera gives you small city ambience with big city amenities. Okay, we're nestled between two interstates, so within 45 minutes, you can be recreational out on the island. You can be in McAllen. You can be in Brownsville. Okay, but we don't have the congestion that the larger cities have. And I think that's one of the reasons that people like to live here. It's quiet. We have an excellent police force. We have a low crime rate. So we are always on the lookout to protect our citizens, which is also mainly, if you look at a mayor's responsibility, I think one of my number one responsibility is the safety of the citizens. Okay.
Do you think your location, as you say, 45 minutes from everywhere, Brownsville, McAllen, the island, etc., do you think that's played a role in the developers wanting to put all these homes here? That was a big selling point for you?
I think that was part of it, but I also think that they saw the growth and looked at what was happening and growing, that they decided, hey, this is a good location for us. In fact, they did a study. There's a Stripes on the corner of Wilson and Stewart Place. I think they did a 3-week study. There were 233,000 hits at Stripes, and this was done GPS-wise. So, if a business is looking, they're looking to see, okay, what kind of traffic can I get if I open a business there? Is there enough to make it worthwhile and I get a return on an investment? And I think there's been studies done, and yes, they
Have you named the developers that are going to build that big housing project?
No. They've talked to us. We had them go back. There are some things that they have to do, studies, because one of the other challenges now comes up is lift stations, your ability to get rid of wastewater. So we needed to know what they think they'll come up with, so we know if the lift station we have that handles that is capable. Otherwise, we're going to have to address that issue with them.
But you're pretty confident it's going to happen?
Oh yeah, I met with them, and they've got the financing. They bought the land. They have the drawings. We just went back and said, we just want you to do a rate study so we know how to deal with this. That's a goal.
What type of homes are they going to be?
I would imagine that they will all be in excess of 200, 250, okay? 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom homes, okay?
And the location?
The location is going to be on the corner of Wilson and Stewart Place Road. And it's within the city of Primera's boundaries, not Harlingen's.
I guess you're landlocked like that.
Yes, to a degree. Harlingen has us landlocked. I mean, we do have still a lot of open farmland that developers could come in and procure and build on. But I don't see that happening in the next 3, 6, maybe in the next year or two. We've got enough going on now that we've got to address.
And the people of Primera, they like to be their own city, rather than be, to be brought out.
Be part of Harlingen or some other. Yes. We like I'll use the word independence. That gives us the freedom to do things that a larger city would make it restrictive. So we have the ability to go ahead and do what we want to do.
Mm. So how would you describe the community here? Very friendly, obviously law-abiding, you've got very low crime rate, etc. Just a nice community to live in.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And all part of the Harlingen School District?
Yes, we are.
Mm-hmm. Other selling points, if people are watching this, and tell us why people should think of Primera.
Well, I think it's the quality of life that we offer you. Okay? We offer you recreational facilities, we offer you convenience of travel, we have plans to add additional parks. So we're looking to continue to make this community a very attractive community for people to want to live in. And I think the other thing is, they like the idea that I worked all day, I've been in all this traffic, I come home, I can sit down, and if I want to sit out on my back porch or front porch or whatever, I can do that, and I don't have all the noise and congestion that a big city presents.
And on top of that, very stable political administration, good city staff, city administration staff are very professional.
Yes, I think we have an excellent police chief, we have an excellent city manager. Our board of commissioners, for the most part, have been re-elected on more than one occasion. We have our own economic development committee. So, we are looking at other things to help the citizens in terms of their environment. Okay.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Well, I think it's a little premature. A lot of it is in the development stage. Part of my responsibility is to plan for the future, and I'm already addressing those issues, trying to get inputs from the various departments as based upon population, what are you going to need? In terms of equipment, personnel, facilities. I mean, these are things that I want to be ahead of the curve. I don't want to be behind the curve and playing catch up.
So we hear all these stories, we read these stories in the news about all the different communities in the valley growing. The valley as a region is growing, more trade with Mexico. Primera's not going to get left behind, is what you're saying. You're in your own way, you're growing as well per capita.
That's correct. Now, one of the disadvantages is if you look at a lot of towns, their access on the interstates, it's easy on, easy off. For us, it's a little difficult. You got to make the turn on Primera Road. But TxDOT, if you go down on the intersection of Primera Road and the interstate, TxDOT is redoing that interchange because of the congestion. That's, we've grown, so we keep more cars going there, and so they're addressing that.
As you mentioned TxDOT, there's been talk of another east-west corridor
Mm-hmm.
to the north of 83, and that would tie in with a new development, the Outer Parkway, going all the way to a second causeway on the island. Will that impact you at all? Have you seen the schematics?
I've seen, I've seen the plans and what they plan on doing. I don't think it will impact us here. We're removed, it's still quite a way north.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so other than the housing, any other big projects you want to mention?
No, I think I've told you about Dollar General. I told you about Dollar Tree and the fact that across the street they want to build some commercial property as well. They claim they have a number of people that have expressed interest in that development from a business standpoint. I'm not at liberty to say who they are until the plans are final. You know, it's like anything else. When it's signed, you know. Things can change in the interim.
So, Mayor Kusch, is there anything I've missed? Any other points you want to get across before we conclude the interview?
No, all I would say is we offer a great place to live. We're a great community. And if you'd like to move here, we'd like to have you.
And how would they reach you?
They can reach me through City Hall, okay? And you know, the number, I don't have, the number is 956-432, oh, I'm sorry, 956-423-9654.
But bottom line, Primera is open for business.
That's correct.
Mayor, thank you so much for today's interview. We've learned a lot. We appreciate the time you've given us, and please keep us informed as these developments happen.
I will do that, and again, I want to thank you for taking the time to come out and sit with us and allow me to present the city of Primera.
Pleasure.
My
Pleasure's
pleasure.
ours.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.